Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I hope you're doing good. Today is the 28th of Ramadan and the 22nd of May. This is the last class before Eid, so I wish you advanced Eid Mubarak. Okay, today, as you can see on the screen, we are discussing Surah Naas. It is a Makki surah. It falls under the theme of Allah and His created world. Okay, usually some people mistake Surah Nas for being a Madni surah. Why do they mistake themselves? Because when black magic was tried to be done on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he felt a headache. He could feel the after effects of it, and then these two surahs he was ordered to recite these surahs, Surah An-Nas and Surah Al-Falaq. Muwazzatayn, the Muwazzatayn. And people, common Muslims usually think that maybe it was revealed in Medina, but it was revealed in Makkah. It was advised at that time to recite this surah as an antidote for black magic. Okay. قل أعوذ برب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ بالله ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. That is the Arabic. Okay, if you've just joined us, it is on page 17 of Cambridge O-Level Islamia textbook for page 1, for paper 1, Hamad ibn Nishad, page 17. Although you still got it on your screen, so you don't need to really open it. Surah Nas, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It is the last surah of the Quran. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind, the sovereign or the owner or the king of mankind, the God of mankind, evil of the retreating, whispers evil into the breasts of mankind from among the jinn and mankind. This was the translation. A'udhu, I seek refuge. I seek refuge. A'udhu, I seek refuge. What is refuge? I'm seeking protection. Why am I seeking protection? Because I am in trouble. Why am I in trouble? Because Satan is a constant threat to me. And why do I? Auzu billah, it's auzu billahi. In other words, I seek protection from only Allah. Why? Because Allah is the one who can protect me from Satan. Why do I need protection from Satan? He has sworn to affect us. Do you all, I don't know if you know about the event where Satan was kicked out of Jannah, and then Satan swore, he took a qasam, in other words, he swore that he will affect mankind. Why did he swear that he's going to affect mankind? Because he thought it was because of Adam, because he did not bow down to Adam. He hated man, the first man, and he said, I'm going to hate all of mankind. Why? Because he is the reason, man is the reason why I have been thrown out of heaven. And he said, he said, you have created him, I am created from fire. Halaktuhu min nar wa halaktuhu min teen. In other words, you have created me from fire and created him from mud. And he also said, Ana khayrun min, I am better than him. He was proud of himself and he thought he was better than Adam. So he vowed that he is going to try, and because it was man, the first man was the reason for him being Jannah, he doesn't want any man or any person from the mankind entering into Jannah. Clear? He says, if I can't get it, they can't get it. So he's sworn that he would affect mankind. And Allah said, okay, in other words, he challenged Allah. And Allah said, okay, go ahead. Do. And he said, Satan said, I will come to mankind from the front, from the back, from the left and from the right. And but I won't be able to, grasp those people who are sincere to you. Like satanic attacks come to everybody. Like Satan's whispers waswase come to everybody. A person who is low in Iman, they fall for the whispers. But a person who is strong in Iman, they manage to counter it. They try all their level best to counter, the satanic whispering. So, because he has challenged Allah and he is, he's using all of his forces to try and divert mankind from entering into Jannah, that's why we need to seek Allah's protection. He is the Lord. Whose protection are we going to seek? The Lord of mankind. Whose protection? Sorry. The Lord of mankind. Malik, or owner or the king of mankind, or the ilah of mankind. Lord of mankind means the one who the one who is providing sustenance for you, and the one who's going to take you to your end. Malik, the owner, he is the king of mankind, Allah. And ilah of mankind. Ilah means the only one worthy of worship. In other words, the being that mankind worship, we are seeking his protection. From the evil of Khannas. I don't know why. Excuse me. I've got a lot of light coming in from the back and it's sort of like affecting my screen. From the evil of Khannas. Now, what is Khannas? Khannas is something that it means to come back again and again and again. If I could just... From the evil of Khannas. Why are we seeking protection? From the evil of Khannas. Now, what is Khannas? Khannas means to something that keeps coming back. It means whispers, the whispers that keep coming back, the satanic whispering that keeps coming back to man again and again and again. Like, have you ever said, like, suppose it's Salah time and your mom tells you to get up and study. And or you not study to pray, and you thinking, okay, I will, and then all of a sudden you think, oh, why does my mom keep on telling me to do this? And then after a bit you'll say, oh, why do I have to pray? Look, my friend doesn't pray. And then you're thinking, oh, I've only a little bit of my cartoons are left. Those whispers that keep coming to you to stop you from doing good, those are the satanic whispers, the Khannas. In other words, Khannas means, over here it's referring to Satan, because he keeps coming back to whisper to you. Clear? Satan's whisper. Who whispers in the hearts of mankind? Oh God. The one who whispers in the hearts of mankind. In other words, your heart desires. His whispers starts controlling your nafs. You don't feel like praying anymore. You don't feel like listening to your mum. You don't feel like praying namaz. You don't feel like to Allah. So this is how he controls one's heart. incites to do evil. He keeps on inciting you, inspiring you to do evil. If somebody has just shouted at you, he's going to incite you that, oh, don't just shout back. Why don't you just punch him back? The waswasa that keep on coming into the heart of mankind. Like sometimes you may think that, no, but our minds work, our minds control us. But have you heard anybody saying that today I don't feel like? What does a feeling got to do with your brain? So many people, आज मेरा दिल नहीं कर रहा पढ़ने को, आज क्लास अटेंड करने का दिल नहीं कर रहा. तो वो दिल, it does affect your brain. From the jinns and mankind, like why are we these satanic whispers? Sometimes they come from the jinns, in other words the Satan, and sometimes from mankind. Satanic whispers come from Satan. Some people act as Satan. Sometimes you have lives who play a role exactly to the role of Satan. What would they do? Like suppose it's Salah time and you're a regular prayer, and suppose you're out at their house, and when it's time for Salah, if you end up saying, okay, let me just pray, and then they will say, oh, why do you have to pray? You can pray later, you can do it qaza, don't waste the time, and this and that. Sometimes people come in the form, or sometimes like there's a girl, she's used to hijab, and then all of a sudden she makes friends with girls who don't do the hijab. Okay, not doing the hijab, that's their choice, but imposing this lifestyle on a girl who's already doing it, that doesn't make sense. But what happens is influence that person, and they make them stop doing the hijab. They drive you to the wrong way. Some people act as Satan, and what do? They drive you to the wrong path. Sometimes they'll drugs, they'll get you involved in drugs, get you involved in smoking, get you involved in indecent relationships, and talking about boys, talking about girls. These are all if a friend that's talking nonsense, that is Satan in the form of mankind. Prevent you from the straight path. These friends or these jinns, what will they do? They try to prevent you from the straight path. Jinns, that is not a real jinn, right? We can't see jinns. We don't have the ability to see it. But I just found this off the net, so I thought maybe you can understand a bit. And then from mankind, you have different type of mankind who act as, who whisper satanically. Theme, Tawheed. What is the theme? The theme is based on Tawheed and seeking of divine protection, teaching mankind how to seek protection. Allah is teaching us by this surah how to seek protection. His attributes are invoked. In other words, his being Lord, his being the owner, the king, and the ilah of mankind. These are his attributes. They are being invoked, in other words, called upon. Satan is enemy to man as he blames man for his downfall. Downfall from where? From Jannah. Satan whispers and retreats. Satan whispers and retreats, and whispers and retreats again, which man experiences daily. I mean, we are well aware of the waswasa. He can come in the form of a man or jinn. Sometimes a man's acquaintance lures him to do evil. Great threat to one's iman and constant protections needs to be sought. He can come in the form of a man or a jinn. Sometimes a man's acquaintances lures him to evil. Great threat to one's iman and constant protection needs to be sought. Importance. Muslims recognize the satanic attack or even his evil forces, magic, jealousy, or evil eye. Man can seek protection from Allah, ward off life. Surah Naas is a part of the Muazzatain, and it's also recited at night and the hands and wiped over the body. Theme. The last surah of the Quran. This is the last surah of the Quran. Its themes are Allah and creation, Tawheed, and seeking of divine protection. It is an early Makki surah, but often mistaken for being Madani. The surah begins with the seeking divine protection and Allah is teaching mankind how to seek protection. Allah's relation to His creation and His attributes are invoked. His relation to His creation, Lord, owner, king, and ilah of mankind, once invoked and pleaded for protection from the evil of the whisper of Satan. Satan is enemy to man as he blames man for his downfall. He vowed to lead man astray. Allah is emphasizing on the man acknowledging his clear enemy, Satan, and teaches him to seek protection. Satan whispers, retreats, and whispers and retreats again, which man experiences in his daily life and can relate to Khannas. Satan attacks hearts and minds, but once detected, one can seek protection. He can come in the form of a man or a jinn. Sometimes a man's acquaintance lures him to do evil, or sometimes it is one's own nafs in whatever form. It is a great threat to one's iman. Protection we sought. Importance. Once a Muslim recognizes the satanic attack or even his evil forces like magic, jealousy, or evil eye, he can seek protection as only Allah can save them from this invisible enemy. The surah placed at the end of the Quran is important in itself. Even after one has read, understood the whole Quran, he still has a lot of hard work to do. In other words, to ward off Satan all his life. You have to ward off Satan all your life. It's not like you've gone through the Quran once, you've gone through the tafsir once, and then you're safe. No, he is a constant enemy until the day you die. This surah, along with Surah Falaq, was ordered to the Prophet, peace be upon him, to recite when he felt the effects of black magic, which took place in Medina together. They are called Muazzathain. He used to recite them at night and blow on his hands and wipe over his body. And in the morning, Muslims follow his sunnah in order to seek protection. Man's affiliation to Allah is mentioned to create a sense of closeness. Composed by Islam. Viewers, so I'm going to end the presentation now, and I will drop your work off into the Google Classroom. And Eid Mubarak to everybody. Stay safe. Don't over party and don't over mingle with other people. Try and stay safe. If you're out in the open, wear a mask and try not to shake hands and hug people. Although usually on Eid we're used to doing that, but it is a test. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.